Hi, this is TapCat. Recently, I've been trying to teach myself how to play XCOM 2 at a high enough level that I would be comfortable starting a Let's Play for the channel. And I hit one mission in particular that I've been struggling with, and it occurred to me, why not make a video about this? This is a mission I've tried several times and not beaten. And so I'm going to talk about what I've learned so far, things I'm still struggling with. Maybe you'll learn something from it. Maybe you'll have something to share with me, a suggestion that might help me get over the hump. We'll see, but at any rate, I thought it might be interesting, so let's give it a try. There are a number of challenges we have to overcome. First, we have just 8 turns to reach our objective. I have never once managed to do that. Second, the map has a turret placed on a tower, and that tower is near the largest concentration of enemy soldiers. The one place that you have an opportunity to climb that has an even higher elevation, slightly, that would be ideal for a sniper, it is within shooting range of that turret, meaning it chews up whoever goes up there. Also, unfortunately, the cover you have while you're up there is very destructible. And the one time I really tried going up, I got the wall in front of me destroyed by enemy troops. I have tried in the past going up this left-hand side, and I've tried going through the middle. So this time what we're going to do is come up the right. We're going to cross some train tracks and try coming at this from a different angle. I did try going the same way a couple of times, thinking maybe I could just do it a little bit better. That didn't work. Now, another thing we're going to do is, because of the time nature of this, I am going to move, like I'm going to double move. We are concealed, so we shouldn't have to worry too much about, getting nailed for doing this. So I'm trying to move, the maximum amount my soldiers can. While things are still relatively quiet, a couple of more challenges I should point out. Number one, on the mission before this, I believe it was a retaliation mission, I didn't lose any soldiers, but I had several get badly beat up. So my sniper is the only even squaddy level soldier that I have. All of the others are rookies. So that hurts. Also, I made some poor choices at the base. So for example, the first structure I built was a lab and not the one that lets you do the guerrilla warfare training. So I probably could have had squad size of 5 by now, but I don't. And that extra person would make a big difference. Also, there are multiple sectoids here. And a flashbang grenade would really help with them, and I did not bring one. So those are definitely obstacles of my own making, but nonetheless, we will have to deal with those. Now, the other thing that is also an issue is, in the general vicinity of the package we're trying to get to, there are a lot of enemy troops, and once you start fighting, reinforcements come. So I don't know, because I am still new to the game. There is a radio tower here, and maybe if I hack it, that would prevent the reinforcements. I don't know. The problem is I've never been successful enough at killing the troops in the area fast enough that I could even try to do that. If I had a specialist and I could just send the drone to it, I might be able to do it. But it's always out in the open, and it would just, whoever tried to go to it and go hands-on would just die. So all of these things are going into the mix, right? So now, as you can see, we're already 2 turns down. We made it to the tracks at least. And we're just now encountering our first aliens. So my goal here is fairly straightforward. I want to try to keep pushing forward and get in position for an ambush. Now, I want my sniper in an elevated position, but, in this area, what does that mean? I can come up here and at least get half cover on this train, but honestly, that's not something I was especially excited about because it's not very high up and, half cover. So it was the best I could find, so that's what I did. Now, this was kind of nasty. You see, I'm trying to get set up for a group in front of me, and now this group is coming up behind me. So it has the potential to make this really get ugly when a firefight breaks out. And that's been my issue on this map all along, is that it's not just that there's a lot of aliens, it's that they're coming at you from different angles. So it's very easy for you to get flanked, and it's very difficult for you to stay in cover. Also, let's not forget the fact that I'm down to just 5 turns left, and I have one group directly between me and my objective, at least one group, and then another one, that's very close by. Now, again, that said, what can I do except keep moving forward? What I'm trying to do is get close enough that we can set up an effective ambush. Now, as you can see, there's not that many good cover spots left that would not reveal us. So this is a particularly good one, so we're going to go ahead and take that. And then we're going to go ahead and move forward again, I'm not worrying about dashing or being able to go on Overwatch or anything. I'm really trying to push forward as fast as we can. And you see what I'm saying there about this positioning. Like, those guys are just right here, and now they're moving even closer. Awesome. The bad news is we have used up half of our time. The good news is those aliens are actually on the car that has our container that we have to get to. And with this move forward, I will be, more or less right in front of that. So that is something. But now we've come about as far as we can with most of our soldiers, because you can see I don't really have any good cover spots to move to. Now, if my sniper does anything at all, he's just going to trigger the reveal, and I don't want to do that yet. This rooftop is tempting, although it's pretty far away from the train. So while I love the elevation, I do have mixed feelings about it. So we're going to go ahead and just get behind this same structure. Now, I'm hunkering down here and not just attacking full out because we had to dash with a couple of our soldiers. And I'm kind of hoping that the group near my sniper moves off. But I have to admit, I don't have a lot of hope that that's going to happen. So, at this point, the aliens that we want to target have stopped moving. They haven't moved in a while. We've moved forward about as far as we can. So it feels like it's just time, to do this. So I'm going ahead and setting up all of my soldiers on concealed Overwatch. And I'm going to take the initial shot with the sniper, thinking he has the potential to do the most damage. Now, I freely admit I have not had a lot of experience setting up these ambushes, so I don't know if I'm getting the most out of this, but it seems good to me, so we're going to go for it. I'm going to swallow hard, and we got him. I didn't kill him, but we hurt him pretty badly. So now let's see what happens when they make a run for it.
At first, Advent deployed non-lethal stun units for crowd control and the occasional protest. We don't see a whole lot of that.
We couldn't really have asked for a better result than that. Those are two tough aliens with high health. They're both dead now. So the path in front of us would seem to be clear, but just like we were worried about, now we have 2 Advent soldiers coming up right on top of my sniper. So I can run, I can try to kill them, but I'm going to have to address them somehow, some way. And then it gets worse, because this was a group I did not know about, and here they are right across from the train. So if I just try to go in there with one of my soldiers, and I'm down to just 2 turns, I'm probably just going to get shot in the back, right? So this is tough. I also have to worry about the fact that there's one group right in front of us and another behind. That's what I was trying to get out of with the ambush. We got rid of one of the 2, thinking, okay, well, we'll focus on the group behind me with, say, 3 of my soldiers, and then the other one will go in and open the container. But now that plan is really getting, shall we say, challenged. Where to move my sniper is the most troubling question. And I don't want to take him far away because I really want to try to kill these guys. Now, I obviously can't use the sniper rifle, so we're stuck with the stupid pistol. And one thing I haven't tried up to this point is shooting at that tanker. So rather than use a gun, I want to try a frag grenade in the hopes that it will just blow it up outright. Now, I have to admit, this is experimentation, pure and simple. I am basically choosing to roll the dice with my sniper's life rather than take more of a sure thing and just shoot these guys. Because if this blows it up and kills them, that would be huge. Okay, so obviously it didn't. But I feel like it's more important for me to learn how that works than it is to, make something good happen on this one turn in this one situation. And having gone that far, I feel like at this point, I just want to see what happens if that tank blows. I want to make that happen. So it kind of sucks that the grenade didn't do it. And again, I'm aware I could just take a shot at this soldier and, finish him. But we're going to stay the course on firing at the tanker. Now, I realize, again, I kind of phrased this as we're trying to learn how to beat this mission. And that is only partly true, because I'm trying to learn the game. Okay, that's the larger context. And if we make this explode and it kills both soldiers, that would be a pretty huge thing. Now, we had a chance to do 3 to 5 damage there. 4 would have been sufficient. Unfortunately, we got 3. I felt a little unlucky, but hey, it's XCOM. That's what happens. Now, we can't just worry about the tanker because, as you can see, we have these other jackasses to worry about. So we're going to take a shot at this guy. And what a shot. That was nice. So we still have the sectoid, but at least we got rid of one of them. Okay. Let's find out what happens when this stupid frickin' tank blows. Good news is that one of them is dead, and the bad news is the other one is only mostly dead. Honestly, we were lucky here because he had my sniper flanked, and while I got wounded, let's be honest, that could have just been the end of me. Oh, and now one of my soldiers is disoriented. The one, I might add, who was closest to the train. And this is the last turn. So, yeah, that's kind of problematic. So at this point, no one else is close enough to do anything. And, yeah, honestly, maybe she wasn't close enough to begin with either. I tried to get over here as fast as I could. And having to fight my way through that extra group really screwed me. And I don't mean the one back here. I mean the one over by the train. Short of just running in there at a dash and then leaving that soldier hung out to dry, I don't know what I could have done. And I don't think that's very smart, you know. So unless you just want to trade a soldier for your objective. Now, I kind of talked over it, but we did kill that one officer. So the sectoid is now the only remaining activated alien on the map. Although, believe me, there's more. And just to be clear, too, in addition to the actual aliens, on the other side of the train, and not very far on the other side, there is that turret. And it hits really hard. I'm just saying. Yep. Speak of the devil.
We're still not entirely sure if they're fully automated or remotely triggered.
We're going to go ahead and move the disoriented soldier up on the roof and try to protect her as best we can. I just don't think she's going to do me too much good down below, and I'm hoping that being up there will help us get some good shots. One thing that I have learned about sectoids is that while they can be murderously hard, and the zombies they raise is part of that, and that's what he just did, actually that can be a weakness too, because he will spend his turn raising someone, and if you're able to just focus on him and kill him, then the zombie will drop, and basically he will just have wasted his turn. It's much more painful when he is far back and protected, and you just have to fight now that extra alien that he raised in front of you. At any rate, this guy is kind of in the middle here. He's not super far away, but he's not super close either. I was hoping my sniper would have a shot, but he doesn't. Now we're going to try sending Frida up here to the cover, such as it is. And we should have a flank, right? And we do. 92% chance. That sounds good. So let's see what happens. All right. Nothing amazing, but, you know, that's half of his health gone. So now we're going to take more of a chance and shoot from no cover whatsoever. It's a calculated risk, but it did work. So that takes out the zombie as well. And now there are no activated aliens left on the map. But unfortunately, we already know reinforcements are coming, and here they are. Now that the sectoid's down, and since we've already lost the objective to capture that container, I'm going to go ahead and cut this video here. I'm not trying to, leave you in suspense or anything, but the rest of this is just standard battlefield tactics, right? And you either kill the aliens or you get killed by the aliens. And the part of this that I wanted to go into was my efforts to get through here quickly enough to recover the package, and my failure on that count. So I'm going to do another one of these based on a different time-based mission, and we'll see how that goes. But I'm going to leave it here for now. Again, I'm very serious when I say I would love to get feedback from you. If you have any thoughts as to how to more effectively push through here, because really what I'm looking at so far, it feels like I just have to throw my soldiers' lives to the wind to get through this particular mission fast enough, and I don't want to do that. And I feel like I'm missing something. I don't know if I just need to do more of these missions to get the feel of it or what. At any rate, that is all for now. Thanks for watching. I hope we see you next time.